Hey y'all, StarSurfer here with the June 2023 monthly reading for my Aries. My Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Nodes. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? Happy June. Happy summer. I haven't gotten to talk to y'all since your chart ruler, if you're an Aries rising, the planet that rules your chart, Mars, went through a retrograde at the end of last year, beginning of this year. I'm sure that was rough. My Aries friends let me know it was pretty rough. I mean, it was rough for everyone, but for y'all, oh man, oh man. And it was in Gemini, which if you are, this Mars retrograde happened in Gemini. If you are an Aries rising and Aries is your first house, that makes Gemini your third house, which is the house of communication, siblings, writing and reading, our neighborhood. So you probably experienced a lot of conflict and difficulty around your communication, around your ability to kind of get things done in your immediate environment, with your immediate family. And I'm sure that was very frustrating. And then you had to go into Mars into Cancer, which is not ideal for y'all or Mars either. It is very, Cancer doesn't come at things directly like Aries energy does. Aries energy is attack energy. It is leader energy. It is straightforward energy. Cancer is represented by the crab. How do crabs move? Side to side, right? They come at things sideways, sneak attack, right? And that is not super comfortable for you or for Martian energy. But now we have Mars in Leo, which is a fellow fire sign to you, my Aries. It is, I think of Mars in Leo as the flamboyant warrior, the triumphant, victorious, and confident victor. It is, you probably feel much more powerful now. Mars is moving direct. It's moving at its normal speed. It's moving in a fire sign similar to yours, a fellow fire sign. So things are probably feeling much better there. Thank God. Thank God, right? Apart from that, Pluto, as I record this, has just retrograded back into Capricorn. If you are an Aries rising, but really any of my Aries placements, this is going to be a review of what you've learned in terms of your career and your public facing life. What lessons did you learn, probably not easily or comfortably, since 2008 in terms of your career? What you want to do, what you feel called to do in the world. What roles were you forced to shed because they were not authentic and you were not able to move and fulfill your purpose strongly within them. This is gonna feel probably a little unpleasant, this retrograde of Pluto, from now until mid 2024, but no, it is just a review. We're not moving backwards. We're making sure we've crossed the T's, dotted the I's. I know you hate that. You're ready to just go ahead, but I can promise, I can guarantee you will be much better served in the charge of Pluto and Aquarius come 2024 if you take this time for the rest of the year to just put the final finishing touches on this chapter and don't look back, right? Use it and then lose it. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of luck and fortune, the archetype, the celestial archetype that represents fortune, is in Taurus right now. It entered Taurus in May, where it will stay firmly for a year. If you are an Aries rising, that is your second house. That is the house of your money. The money that you work to earn, specifically. It's being expanded now. You can make some money here, baby. You really can. Don't get it twisted. Don't get confused with Pluto retrograding back into your career house for the next, half a year. That the way to expand your money is something you've done before, is attached to an old program or an old role. No. You need initiative. You need forward focus. You need future-oriented effort to align with with Jupiter's presence here in your money-making house. What do you feel called to do? What were you called to let go of from 2008 till now? Expand into the future. Do not contract back into a past self. Don't squeeze your thinking or your efforts into an old and outworn mode of being, doing, right? Making. Shed that skin. Fly free. I also just want to mention briefly before, and then we'll jump into some cards, but Venus is in Leo. Venus entered Leo at the beginning of this month, at the beginning of June. Venus will be in Leo for 4 months. Why? Venus retrograde. Venus is usually in a sign for about 3 weeks. But Venus retrogrades once every 2-ish years. Take or leave. Give or take, rather. And this is it. We're in it. This is the longest time that Venus will stay in Leo uninterrupted since 1812. That's a very long time. Venus in Leo, we love as an Aries. We love this. I love this for you. If you are an Aries rising, it's your 5th house of creativity, romance, pleasure, play, children. Like, all of this is lit up by the Venusian, whatever Venus represents inside of ourselves, which is connection, beauty, right? Attraction, value, both like personal, moral value, ethical value, and like monetary, financial value. This is Leo energy here for 4 months of performance, of confidence, of strut, right? There will be a retrograde here. So there will be a necessary retrograde. Periods are, an easy way to think about it is the reverbs: review, redo, renegotiate, reevaluate, reinvigorate, right? This Venus retrograde period is a time to attach all of those reverbs to Venusian themes of beauty, romance, pleasure, value, finances, connection, attraction, promotion. But to do it with confidence, to do it with heart and courage, because it is happening in the sign of Leo. It's beautiful. All of this, your chart right now is much better. It feels much better than when I was tuning into your chart at the beginning of the year. Let me just say that. We're also past like a bunch of like Scorpio eclipse stuff, the nodes of the moon. And I'm only going to touch on this briefly because I know I've been talking about astrology for a very long time, and this is a big topic. I will probably make a separate video on this for you specifically, Aries. But the nodes of the moon are not actual like planets. They are points in the orbit of the moon and the earth, where around the sun, where eclipses happen. They are always directly opposite each other. I don't know why I can't point in like 2 opposite directions. And they shift about every 18 months. They have been there is a north node, which is, if you think of like ancient astrology, they thought of the nodes as like a dragon moving through the sky. The north node is the head of the dragon. It is the hunger. It is the insatiable hunger or drive for something. The South Node is the tail of the dragon. It is whatever is releasing. It is the drain. It is the vacuum out of something that... So it's like two oppositions of what are we moving towards, what are we hungry for, and what are we releasing. The North Node is moving into Aries in July, where it will stay for 18 months. We'll talk about this more, but what that means is that you, if you're an Aries rising, but any Aries placement, will feel this dragon hunger, this insatiable need to achieve or do or accomplish or attain something. And it will be opposing your opposite sign, Aries, of Libra, where you will be asked to release something. Now, if you're an Aries rising, Aries will be your first house. You are being asked to go after what you want. And you're being asked to release codependency or over-attachment to relationships that keep you from your authentic needs. That is a very quick little touch on the nodal axis moving into your signs, but I'll make a video about that because it is important, especially for my Aries placements. You still have some time before it happens, but I want you to be aware this energy is coming for you. Dragon energy and Aries feels good together, doesn't it? All right, let's see what let's see what kind of cards we get for you. What kind of messages my spirit team might have for you, my beautiful Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. That is a lot of people. It's a large energy swath, picking up on a lot of energies here. So you'll know what messages are for you, rather. You will know. And you'll be like, those other messages, that wasn't for me. Keep an open mind. Be curious. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, Oracle deck. It is animal medicine, animal energies, really helpful to work with always, but especially when we have the kind of lineup of planetary bodies that we do now, which is heavy in Taurus, which is the Earth, the sign of like the Earth. How are we stewarding animal energies? How are they asking us to work with them? Let's find out. Just looking at a flame right here for my Aries. Getting in tune. Aries, 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 Aries. My Rams. My Rams. How do you feel? Real back and forth. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Can I get any messages or insights for my Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. A few. Here we go. The Crow. This is the Magician. This is magic energy. There is something about you that is very magical right now. You are probably in a prime time to manifest. And like I was saying, like Jupiter in Taurus, like Mars in Leo, all of this is like good for you. You can manifest what you want. With the sea serpent, which is the sacral chakra, the second chakra, the chakra of creativity and sexuality. Attached, right? If we're not attached to our sexuality, we are not attached to our creativity. If we're not attached to our creativity, we're disconnected from our sexuality also. These two things go hand in hand. Kundalini, if you work with yoga or like Eastern philosophies, that energy is like connected. Something here is telling me that like maybe like sex magic might be a thing for you if you practice that. Be careful with it though. But you are able to manifest and create the life you would like for yourself now. There is a power you are holding now. There is an ability or there's just a power that you have consolidated and grown. Now, the scorpion, the sting, self-protective. There is a way, I feel like this is like when I was like, you're real high and low. You're here and there. You could be here and making stuff happen, creating magic for yourself. And then at the same time, I feel like you can be here, which is defensive or under attack, feeling like besieged or under attack. I want to say this. Do not manifest out of spite. Do not manifest. You're so competitive, my Aries. Do not use your magic and pursue the life that you would like to create for yourself out of spite. Because that energy is low. That vibration of spite or revenge, which is an Aries energy I'm sure you are familiar with. My Aries love a revenge tale. It's negative. Even if you are achieving positive things, you're doing it with a negative motivator or with a negative intention. Your energy is focused on the wrong things, even if you are still able, because you are so powerful, to achieve greatness. If this is defensive or revengeful, someone did you wrong, especially maybe someone you were like intimately engaged with, someone did you wrong and now you want to get back at them by succeeding and manifesting, like don't. I get it. Revenge can feel nice and empowering in the moment, but think about the long term. Think about the energetic equation of that. If you are going after what you want and it's for someone who did you wrong, even if it's to spite them, you are cutting off your nose to save your face. Like you are destroying your chances of long-term, meaningfully felt success for a short-term, like adrenaline rush, which is, such an easy compromise to make in your life. Like, this feels really good in the moment. Anger can be invigorating. It can feel powerful. So many people, Aries, jump to anger because it can feel empowering, even though you look at like any nightly news and the people that are the most angry are the people that are the most out of control. Your anger is making you out of control. It can feel like you are empowered, especially if it feels like justified anger, but in fact you are losing control of the ship. You might as well let that person you're trying to over by succeeding steer your life. They are anyway. Forget them. Do this. Create the life you want, that you are clearly capable of creating in this moment for you and not out of revenge. No matter how good it feels now, no matter how much that person deserves it, no matter how good it might feel to like go to the reunion and whatever, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like with the sexy haircut and like the, I don't know, like Prada bag and be like, hey, I made it, whatever, you know, like no, because you have lived all of this success for the eyes of people who did you wrong. they don't deserve to even look upon your success at this point in time, my Aries. They don't. No, don't give them that. They certainly don't deserve to occupy the space in your mind, in your heart that they are now. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Right? Just let it go. Do it for you. And things will be much better. Much better. A bunch just flew out. But first, Tiger. I see this as a high priestess energy. Look at that moon right on her third eye. Divine feminine. Wait and watch. Look at all of this power, this fiery energy right behind her. But she's waiting to use it for the appropriate moment. The appropriate moment. Not the inappropriate moment. Don't attack just to attack. Wait. Overall, you had the deer and the eagle. Wait. Wait and strike when this person tells you, this inner knowing tells you you need to strike. Don't waste this kind of power on revenge. Don't do it for them. Do it for you. Wow. Wow. Okay, first I'll do this. Dragonfly. I love dragonflies. I have a strong affinity with dragonflies. This is psychic energy, third eye energy, communicative energy, but it is also a survivor energy. The dragonfly is an ancient animal and it survives. You want to know what is so amazing about the dragonfly is it can course correct so rapidly. So can you, Aries. Have you ever seen a dragonfly fly? It can go all over on the turn of a dime. So can you, Aries. But don't get erratic. Don't get erratic. Sit in the knowing and then adjust course when the knowing tells you to adjust course. And then strike when you see the target. Don't waste that energy flying all around, getting frantic, right? Attacking here, there, everywhere. Okay, these last two cards that fell out. The Phoenix and the Lizard. Root chakra, catharsis, transformation, Phoenix rising from the ashes, and the Lizard, which is overwhelm, anxiety, oversensitization, empathy, overload, lack of boundaries. Something about the way, and I feel like it was attached to whoever right now. There are times when you are manifesting whatever kind of revenge tale you're building in yourself about your success and the person that did you wrong and how you're going to prove to them, right? Even though that's not how you should be thinking about this. I feel like something happened where it was they were a lot energetically. They took a massive toll on you psychically, emotionally, energetically. They had very poor boundaries. They abused or exploited or manipulated you energetically because you are so sensitive, you are so open. You can be in this powerful feminine energy of receiving, of porousness. If masculine energy is boundaried, rigid, feminine energy is porous. And there's a way when this energy is so present in your chart and in your cards that you can get overloaded, especially if someone is aggressive around you, manipulative or harsh, negative. And I feel that you got just so burnt out. So burnt out. So tired. Right, it's interesting, right? Because the energy I'm picking up on right now is partially so powerful, so driven, and then partially so mad and overwhelmed. But you are rising. You are new. I feel like this overwhelm that you had from this old relationship, this person that was manipulative and mean, stinging, that you're kind of sometimes in your lower or lesser moments, your weaker moments, trying to get revenge on by being successful. I feel like this was kind of a tower moment for you. You just had more than you could possibly ever take. And it felt like it was a crisis. But it was also a rebirth. Because it literally, like, you were probably, because you are so loving and caring, can be so just generous with yourself. You were probably putting up with it for way too long. Because you are so strong, like, you can be in a situation that you should have left ages ago, way longer than you should have. But when it finally hits the fan, oh boy does it ever. Oh boy does it ever. And it feels like it really hit the fan. Tower, but rebirth. They're gone. They're gone. That person is gone. You are a different person. You learned something there. Know that that is true. You are a different person now. Clearly. This hasn't come out of my readings in ages. You are a different person now. Powerful. Powerful. Right? Magical. Don't do what you can do now out to make that person see that you are worth love. That person is not worth your time, consideration, or further investment. Bye. Look what they did to you. How dare they? How dare they misuse someone like this? How dare? No, that person is no longer allowed into your considerations of the actions you are taking in your life. No, they're not a part of your future. They don't deserve to be. Your future is bright. It is whatever you want it to be, you will get. But don't do it for them, to prove it to them that you are worth it as a person. Nah. Miss me with that, right? Like, done. Finito. Cut off. This is for me and me and me alone. Me and mine, but you ain't mine. You made that very clear. You made that very clear. Just, Aries, shake it off. Shake it off. Shake them off. This is me taking whatever lingering energy they have around you, because your aura is so clear now. You can do things for you that person can only dream of accomplishing. So get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. All right, let's pull some tarot. See if we get any more messages here for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. I'm excited for you, and I'm angry for you too. Like, I'm angry that happened. I feel your anger about it as well, and I get it why you want, like, to prove to them how messed up their behavior was. But no, like, do it for you. They don't deserve it. Right? All right, my Aries. Wow, that has stayed. Okay. I do want to say that this has stayed on the bottom for like the whole time. Justice in reverse. There is an imbalance here that needs to be corrected. There was an injustice. They performed an injustice on you. This is an Aries card right here. In reverse. We couldn't see the way forward, right? We couldn't see the way forward. And it fell out right on this lizard, this overwhelm. We were so overwhelmed with our circumstances with that person that we literally lost like hope. We lost connection to our fire, which is to say we lost connection to ourselves. But now, baby, woo, we got it back. We got it back. This is the Seven of Wands. I see the Seven of Wands as like the fight to maintain, not attain. You've already attained. You are on top here. Now you need to maintain it. Don't let whatever, and I feel like this is doubts coming from you. This is self-doubt that you're trying. This is fire against fire, right? You are trying to defend the place you have worked so hard, the hole you have tried so hard to climb out of, from your own doubts, your own negativity, your own past connections and beliefs about yourself and what you deserve to get out of life. You deserve to get out of life everything you want. Anybody that told you otherwise. You know this now. This tells me you know this now, right? Don't let yourself defeat yourself. Do not be your own worst enemy. How are you your own worst enemy? You do it for them instead of for you. You believe what they told you about yourself instead of knowing that that was BS. You are strong. You are capable. You are a leader. You are moving forward. Okay. Can I get one more card for my Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Can I get one more card for my Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. You can get 3. Yeah. I have Temperance in reverse. I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And I have the Six of Cups. This is attached to, this is a pattern of thought. And I want to say it's attached to like whatever you have in your mind that's trying to defeat you here. Whatever is in your mind that's trying to defeat you. Let me make that very clear, Aries. You are the one that will try to defeat you in this situation. If you get out of your own lane, you are unstoppable. But only you can stop yourself. Clearly. Temperance, lack of balance, right? Lack of acknowledging the truth, right? Lack of like push and follow through, but truthfully and balanced, like spiritually aligned. Something about like the way you've been believed in the past is popping up now, trying to defeat the success you found in the present, the way you finally got over this, the way you let this person go, right? The way you rose fully from the ashes of whatever they had you believe about yourself. Like something is trying to pop back up right now. And this is just a game of whack-a-mole. This is like, no, I'm done with you. No, I'm done with you. No, I'm done with you. I hear you. I see you. Right? Bye. Channel that anger. Because I feel it. Bam, you're done. Bam, you're done. I'm done. I recognize you for what you are, and you are my old limiting beliefs popping up again because they see that I am winning. Forget that person. This is about you versus you. Get in it. Win it. Win it. This stuff wants to pop up again. Don't let it. And certainly don't start to win at their game. Win at yours. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Let's get you a message for the month. Yeah, I'm like sweating. I feel it, Aries. I feel it. Know what it is. It's not them, it's you. Fight this fight. Win this battle. You can make whatever you want happen in your life. So what is it you want to happen? For you. For you. Can I get one card for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising? Can I get one message for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter? Can I get one final message? Maybe. Maybe not. Can I get one message from my Aries, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Okay. 3 just dropped. Why do you keep doing this to me, Aries? I say 1 and y'all give me 3. Y'all are in a moment. This is, okay, so what you have, intuitive communication. Silent whispers of the heart. Moonlight goddess. Repressed emotions, healing, reflection. Reflection, illusion, self-examination, distortion. This feels very akin, you know how I said this felt like the high priestess energy, which is receptive, intuitive, psychic energy. This is psychic energy, right? This is magic energy. This is receptive energy. Look, you have reflection. You have intuitive communication, psychic communication. You have Moonlight Goddess, which says reflection. This is where we're at. This is a moment where you can heal. If you look within you, there's something you're not seeing. There's a distortion in the way you're looking at the situation that you need to get real with yourself about. I'm going to read Reflection and Moonlight Goddess right here. Get clear. Reflection 13. What you see around you mirrors what you feel within you. The chaos you perceive or experience in your physical reality simply reflects your inner chaos and turmoil. If things are not working well in your outer world, what is it that is not working well within you? This card calls for a thorough self-examination. Do not merely skim the surface. You must delve deep to uncover the truth. This will take time, patience, and commitment. Observe your thoughts and feelings throughout the day and make a note of negative or unconstructive thoughts and feelings. This practice over time will in itself help heal and restore balance to your life. And then I want to read this Moonlight Goddess too. Moonlight Goddess, a 2. The Moonlight Angel depicted on this card, not going to show it because YouTube won't like that. The Moonlight Angel depicted on this card is here to reflect back to you the repressed emotions you have stored inside you. She is here to heal you through your dreams. But in order for this healing to take place, you must pour out your heart and express how you truly feel. Do this for yourself and for others. Remember, all that you repress not only affects you, it also affects those around you, especially those you love the most. It is safe to acknowledge your feelings. It is all right to cry. Just surrender and let it all go. You are surrounded by the loving and healing energies of the goddess. You are eternally loved and eternally protected. In the coming month, you will reflect on the past. You will give thanks and let go of old hurts and disappointments. Only the loving memories you will keep inside your heart. Then, once the chambers of your heart are yet again full of light, a new season begins, a new journey, a new joy, a new passion. Look back, keep only the love, the rest, and then where are we gonna go? Bye, Aries. Talk soon.